What's up everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here, and it is flagship unboxing time. I've got in my very eager hands the latest from Samsung. This is the Galaxy S5. We've got the international variant right here with an octa-core processor or 2 quad cores depending on how you want to look at it. I haven't had a chance to take a look at the phone yet, so I'm really excited to dig in, so let's stop talking and start unboxing. So here is the box for the Galaxy S5, looking very familiar in its sort of fake wood grain to the Galaxy S4, except it's got a giant 5 on it. The version we have here is the octa-core international variant, which if we flip this guy over, it's got 2 quad-core processors, one at 1.9 gigahertz and one at 1.3. If you pick up most versions, you're going to get a 2.5 gigahertz quad-core processor inside. So let's go ahead and open this sucker up. Boom! There is a Galaxy S5. Looks like this one's been manhandled a bit before. And there it is. That is the S5 with its dimply back. Push it off to the side for a quick second. See what we're going to get in this international versions box. In case you want to keep track at home, it is the G900H variant. We've got typical USB cord, except this time it is micro USB. It's not USB 3.0. We've got headphones there. We're also going to have a power brick, and that is about it. Here's the phone, though. That's why everybody's here. Let's get all this garbage off to the side, power it on, and let's run through the specs of the Galaxy S5, which now says powered by Android, as they are required to do. You're looking at a supposedly very gorgeous 5.1-inch screen with a 1920 by 1080 resolution. If you can do quick math, that is 432 ppi, and if it's a FHD Super AMOLED display. Android 4.4.2 at launch is here. It's got 2 gigs of RAM inside of it, either 16 or 32 gig configurations, but don't let that throw you off. It's got a micro SD card that can hold up to 128 gigs on it. On the back, we've got a 16 megapixel camera right there. On the front, we've got a 2 megapixel shooter. It's got Wi-Fi, of course, 802.11, AB, GN, and AC, Bluetooth 4.0, and a 2800 milliamp hour battery, and of course, NFC. Some big noticeable changes versus the S4. You've got a heart rate monitor built right in there, sort of where the flash is. And you've got a fingerprint sensor now built right into the home button as well. Design-wise, it looks very familiar to the Galaxy S4. You've got your volume buttons living there on the left. On the right, you've got your power and lock button, 3.5 millimeter headset jack. And the bottom below this little flap, there is a USB 3.0 port. And the flap is there because it is water resistant. It's actually sort of a rubber gasket all around the back here, and also some protection inside of the headphone jack there. So let me go ahead and get this guy all set up and take a quick look at the phone itself. So we've got the phone all powered on. I will say on first blush, the screen is gorgeous. Samsung really knows how to do their displays. So here is the new TouchWiz, a little bit flatter, but still just as bright. You can see all sort of the built-in TouchWiz apps. We'll go through this in more depth when we do our full review and do a software tour, but you can see what's here. Some notable changes. Go ahead and pull this down. You see it's got a flatter look. S-Finder and Quick Connect. S-Finder is kind of gives you sort of a universal search for your phone, which is a really nice feature to have. Continue the pull down. And if you love shortcuts, there are quite a bit here. You go ahead and see everything that's there. It's sort of done with Samsung style icons, but that's standard Android stuff. Let's go ahead and jump in. We'll go to settings. You can see what that looks like there. It's been totally redone, so it might look unfamiliar to you, but it's still broken up. Instead of tabs across, it's now as you scroll down. So you've got quick settings, network connections, connect and share, sound and display, personalization, motion gesture, air view, user backup, system, and then all of your application settings are there as well. And again, you've got a fingerprint sensor built in here as well, which is kind of a neat feature. So some of the other noticeable things that are here, you've got ultimate power saving mode. See that U power saving mode. I've got 25% battery left in the phone, about 24%. That'll give me 3.1 days in standby. So you're gonna have a ton of standby time here. It sort of pares this phone down to its core functions. Scrolling over to the left, You've got the new My Magazine features built into the phone. It looks sort of similar to what we've seen on other Samsung devices, but a bit of a snazzy UI on here. So of course we'll do a full overview. We'll run through all the fingerprint scanner. We'll show you the heart rate monitor and show you all the cool S features that are packed into the S5. Anything in particular you want to see, I'll leave it in the comments down below. Let me bring in some competitors and some older generation phones, see what they all look like. So we've got, of course, the S5 and the HTC One M8. Squared off right there. You can see the two of them side by side. They're friends-ish. Definitely a different feel to both devices. You've got the metal versus the plastic, so whichever you prefer. Here is the kid brother, the Galaxy S4, and certainly the S5 looks, at least from a design standpoint, an evolution over the design that Samsung pioneered with the S4. And for good measure, here is an iPhone 5S, seeing what both of these guys look like next to each other, of course, side by side. And let's make just a giant phone sandwich. We'll put sure that the S5 is the one on the bottom, so it'll be at least on my right-hand side, right here. So you can see what all those look like when they are all together for a very weird family portrait. So what do you guys think about the Galaxy S5? Anything in particular you want to see us show? Of course, we'll show all the new sensors and show the screen and the software, but we want to do whatever you guys want to see. So please leave comments down below and let us know whatever that might be. We'll compare it with other flagship devices, of course, and help you guys decide if this is the right phone to grace your pocket for the next 1 to 2 years. See you in the next one. What's up, everyone? Thank you for watching that video. If you want to see more of the latest and greatest tech news, you can subscribe to our main Techno Buffalo channel by clicking the button right down below in my pants region, or click on the buttons to your right to see more videos.